Alright, our first trade was on ADUSD. Yeah, ADUSD. First was ADUSD. Okay. That was our first trade. ADUSD was a breakout attempt. I think this happened on Tuesday. Yeah, it was on Tuesday. So qualifications for entry. Okay. After the breakout, we didn't enter immediately. We waited a bit. We waited a bit. Enter immediately. We waited a bit. We were the first two candles. Now like wait for the first candles to close. Because like after the breakout, let's see what happens next. Whether the bulls can keep it up or the bears take over. The bulls they held their ground a bit, but like basically the bears were unable to take over their this thing. So the bears had a short move here, but like it just showed that it was not like a false breakout, like an immediate false breakout. So we entered the play at the boundary. It triggered, was going up. This was news. This 4H candle here was US inflation news on Tuesday by 2:30 p.m. formation. It was US inflation news. So before the news came out, we have an alarm. We set an alarm. Always never forget an alarm by 2:25. So around that time, we now broke even the trade. So if it goes in our favor, we win. If it doesn't, we don't. Our marks were around like 1% up, sure. So we broke even. The news came out, got stopped, and our CTC condition to cut was actually I think was around here. Yeah, was around here. So a condition to cut was around here. Condition to cut basically is if it closes beyond this place, I would get out of the trade. So the news closed beyond it. Like normally, what happened was that I wanted to re-enter the play because it's like it was going in my favor before. So I was like, okay, after news, let me just go back in. But like what happened was I saw it and I was like, Victor, it was looking iffy. So and I didn't know why at the point, but like after I went back to check it, I was like, okay, because I didn't enter because it closed beyond my CTC. So it was like a subconscious. Like normally I hesitate to enter. I don't think I hesitate. I hesitate to enter trade, but like if I'm hesitating too much, that means something is wrong and I'm just forcing it. So I just didn't place the trade. I regretted it actually. Because if I had placed the trade, if I had placed the trade, I would have TP'd, but like it would have been at the cost of my rules, and profits at the cost of your rules will not take you far. So yeah, that was trade one. Trade two was I think no, actually that Tuesday, I think it was Wednesday, we had a few missed trades on ADGPY and this thing on CDGPY, two of them. Like it was the same schematic, same play, like correlated. They are both correlated currencies. So basically we were hoping for a retracement after these candles, but like we didn't get it. This one was really out of our hands. There's nothing we could do about it. That's just how it is. But on CJ, it was not something like that. Basically, on CJ there was something we could have done, but we still missed the play. So it was really dilly-dallying before it broke out. What was it called again? Absorption, yeah. So the bulls were trying to absorb the sell order at that level, so it took a while. It finally broke out. This was the signal that okay, like after this, I was like, okay, if it breaks beyond this sign range, we'll push it. So after a while, this happened, then I was like, okay, let me enter the trade. So I now entered like at the bottom of, I just pushed it down a bit. I don't know, like after this count, I was like, let me enter the boundary. That was my intention. Let me enter, like, I think I entered 0.2. So I missed the play by 1 pip. There was nothing good happening about it. But there was actually, because I was there when it was 2 pip away, but like I didn't just enter because like I already have another. I probably hit it, but it didn't hit it, and I went to RTP. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. It's not the best experience at all. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. Shit happens, you know. But at the point, I was not bothered because I had 3 weeks left, and it was really like, I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was already Friday, so I'm not like, okay. I did my analysis. Then on Friday, I had 2 plays. One on CJ, one on EJ, ERJPY. So the one on CJ was kind of like it wasn't just balancing because the on the daily chart there was a pin bar. There was a pin bar on the daily chart, and I was not comfortable with that pin bar. Like, because the schematic pushed, like the indication for the schematic was basically a breakout. Like I was looking towards a breakout, but also keeping an eye out for an upthrust. So my CTC was basically, if it gets here, I'll get out. But like, I now entered the trade. I entered the trade actually. I entered the trade, and it was going fine. But while I was inside that trade, my ERJPY play finally qualified. So I was not like, okay. But that one, like, CDJPY was a breakout play, an up move. ERJPY was a down move. The first one was breakout, the other one was up thrust. So what came to my mind first was enter both. Whichever one works out, you will at least cover up for the losses. That's what I should have done, and that's what you should do next time. You know, I'm talking to V. You know, that's what you should do next time. Next time, enter both and let the winner cover your losses. But we didn't do that. We closed the CGPY because we were already uncomfortable with the play. Then we entered EJ. When we entered EJ, it was not going well for a long time. We almost got stopped out. Another thing you should remember is always make sure you're comfortable with the amount of risk you are putting on ground. Because if you had made the mistake of putting 20 pips as stop loss, we would have gotten stopped out. What we did was place 25 because that was what we were comfortable with. Even if it reduced our losses, it reduced our profits, but like, because lower stop loss, higher stop loss, lower lot size, you know. So that's how I arranged it. 20 pips 0.3 lots, and 25 pips 20 pips 0.35 lots, 25 pips 25 pips 0.3, 30 pips 0.25. So basically 0.75 risk per trade. So EJ was dilly dallying around that stop, but it did not close beyond the CTC, so it couldn't close the trade. So it was like, I beg, let's just be there. But at around like 7, basically the last candle for the week on Friday, last candle, I was like, okay, let me just close the trade. The week's almost done. But I didn't close the trade, and thank God I didn't, because the market sank. Like I just picked the phone. It was like, it just sank completely, and I was very, the joy in my heart, because like it did not just move small. It was like it just sank, and it was just at my take profits, like just there. I just closed it because like, you know, when things are happening like that, I just get the fuck out. Like I was already at my TP. There was no need for me to be watching it or anything. I was like, just get the fuck out. I don't want to. I just left. So the trade gave me 1.7% up. That's how we are. That's where we are today. 1.7% up for the week. That's good. That's very, very good. 1.7% up for the week. So yeah, that's all. 1.7 up for the week. Basically, what has really helped us was the fact that we've not had any loss. It has practically been breaking even. I've just been breaking even on most of my trades. Out of the 3 trades I placed this week, 2 were break even. 1 was a small profit. 1.7. Well, we move. Next week, I hope I can get 1 trade, like just a trade, to take me to 2% up. Close around 3.7, hopefully, but we are still early in the game. We still have 3 weeks left. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. That was honestly one of my luckiest trades, to be honest. EJ, I was like, it just sank with one candle. Like, thank you, Lord, I'm out. Well, I'm also out. Ciao. Bye.